Good morning, everyone. We call to order the meeting of the Hamilton County Alcoholic Beverage Board. Let the record reflect that it is August 11th, 2026. It is 9:03 a.m. Officer Gillum, I work at the State Excise Police. I'll be leading this meeting. Just as a matter of record, this is being recorded with audio and video equipment and will become part of public record, so be mindful of anything you say after this point. Now, we are missing a few board members today, but we should have enough to vote on most items. So we'll have the board members introduce themselves.
Jay Dorman, City of Carmel, and the rest of the county where we don't have coverage by one of these.
Morning, Aaron Batt. I will be voting on all the boards today.
Yeah, Officer Gillum voting on all four boards.
Mike Colby, I'll be voting on all four boards.
Ken Pellingsley, I represent Fishers.
Okay. Do we have anyone in the room who wishes to voice opposition to any of the permits that are scheduled? Okay, let the record reflect that there are none. If you're here and planning to speak to the board for any reason, be it a transfer or violation, I need you to take an oath. So if you would please raise your right hand. It's probably all of you. Okay, do you solemnly swear or affirm under the penalties for perjury that the answers you've given on your application or any testimony you give to questions asked by the board be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you all very much. Okay, we're just gonna start with Board 4 real quick for Westfield, knock that out. We have renewals, no violations for the following businesses. We have the CVS Pharmacy, State Road 32 East. The CVS Pharmacy, Waterleaf Drive. The West Fork Whiskey Company, East 191st Street. That permit's going to be transferred in just a few minutes. CVS Pharmacy, East State Road 32. CVS Pharmacy, Spring Mill Station Drive. Giant Eagle East Tournament Trail Drive. The Dog Park Bar, Carousel Lane. And that's it for the renewals. Anybody here for those businesses? Board members, questions, concerns, or motions?
I make a motion to approve those as read.
I'll second.
Okay, moved and seconded for approval. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion will carry. Okay, then going on to the renewal, no violations, but it's for Sangria Holdings LLC. This is a location pending permit in Westfield. Permit number RR2938905. This has been in escrow since September of 2022. So they're going to be running out of time pretty soon. So I'm going to make a motion for 1 year approval on that.
Second.
Moved and seconded for approval. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion will carry. Okay, regarding the transfer for Parkside Park and Grill, or Bar and Grill, I'm sorry. This is the Stick and Hat location going into the former West Fork Distillery, East 191st Street. That is being continued 1 month due to issues with the orange notification sign being torn down or falling down. For the record, that's RR2944130. So that'll be up next month. Okay, next we have a new permit for a Kroger on Town Road, Westfield. This site is completely under development.
Lisa McKinney with Rose McKinney Evans representing Kroger.
And then Eric Halverson from Program.
And this is a permit that actually came available through the legislature for a drugstore for this location. It is going to be built, we hope, by 2028.
Right.
They'll start breaking that ground in spring.
Spring of 27.
Okay. And Eric, you want to tell them a little bit? They will all work the same way in terms of your policies for carding and
Yes.
everything?
Yes, we will continue to be as attentive as possible. The written stated policy has always been we card everyone. So we will stay attentive to anyone who comes in. And this new store will start the work for the new store in the spring of 27. We generally allow a year for construction. So spring of 28 is when it would open. Looking at 99,000 to 100,000 square feet as the footprint. So
This is a full size Kroger, not like some little market or.
this would be a little smaller than what you may remember at 116th in Allisonville or the new one at 146.
I don't remember anything anymore.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Is it just gonna be pharmacy or will it have groceries?
Grocery.
Will it be like the Walmart on 131st Street community market kind of a thing?
Yeah, it has both the pharmacy and the grocery.
Pharmacy and full grocery,
Yeah.
yes,
It will still be a large Kroger, but it
Yeah.
will be,
but not quite as big as a couple that we've opened lately.
So for my purposes, they're getting a drug store, will the rest of the store need to be permitted?
The entire store is
Yes.
permitted. It's just under the pharmacy license allows them to do beer, wine and liquor, where
Okay,
the grocery store wouldn't allow liquor. The pharmacy is what allows that.
okay.
So
No gas station.
We will,
You will. Okay.
yeah.
yep, right now it's just a big dirt lot.
Yes,
There's a lot of construction right there at that corner.
it'll be a good spot once it's open.
So I'm going to approve DL 2934481.
I second that motion.
Moved and seconded for approval. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion will carry. Nice seeing you both.
great, thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Lisa, do you have anything else today?
I don't.
Okay. Have a good day.
Send you that video.
Yes, thank you. Okay, we'll jump over to board one for Carmel and the rest of the county that isn't covered by the other boards.
We got the transfer, did you cover that?
It's being continued. The orange sign was torn down. Okay, renewals, no violations for the CVS on Pettigrew Drive, Carmel. CVS Pharmacy, Range Line Road, Carmel. CVS Pharmacy, South Peru Street, Cicero. CVS Pharmacy, West 116th Street, Carmel. I'm sorry, let's do Danny Boy, Beer Works, West Main Street, Carmel. This is not open yet. It's under American Prost. We have the Meyer on West Carmel Drive, Homewood Suites, North Meridian Street. Again, those are all renewals without violation.
Give motion to approve all those is read.
Second that motion.
Moved and seconded for approval. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? A motion will carry. Regarding the renewal, this is without violation, without a current violation, but I was informed this morning that Fat Dan's Deli, West Main Street, Carmel has a pending violation. It was just issued. So standard procedure would be give them a 1-year approval and have them come back next year. So let it go through the process with the ATC, which could take a few months. So we'll give them a 1-year approval. I'll make a motion for that.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, moved and seconded for a 1-year approval. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Okay, we have a new beer, wine, and liquor, river and lakefront permit for Ashen Elm Cider Company. Come on up.
Hi there.
Again,
Yes, we gotta write this down.
I hope so.
We can still take your.
Not gonna be very sad.
Oh, I double checked it the first thing I saw pop up. I didn't want to have to call you again.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to just introduce yourself real quick?
My name is Andrea Hamoya. I'm the founder and CEO of Ashen Elm Cider Company.
What's your last name?
Hamoya, Homoya.
Okay, so you've been operating under a beer and wine license,
Yes,
and now we're switching to a river and lakefront permit, which allows liquor as well.
correct.
You want to tell us about the business? Family
Um,
friendly?
yep, family friendly. It already is now. We're a farm winery in Indianapolis. We make all the cider there, and then we have 2 restaurant locations. The one downtown, Indy, is just beer and wine, and then this one has been, but we realized we're in a riverfront permit, so we're changing it to riverfront. Anything else you want to know?
Hours of operation?
It is, I want to say 11 to 10 most days, and then a little bit different on Sunday, 4 hours on Sunday.
And it does look like you have a limitedly separated bar area.
Yes, we do.
You're going to maintain that,
Correct.
and no carry out sales on a river and lakefront permit.
Does that work for the cider we make?
That's a good question. Is the cider made on site?
No.
Then, yeah, this is not licensed as a cidery or a brewery or anything like that.
Okay. Could I apply for a carry out extension or whatever that's called?
Yeah, we think so.
Ooh. We sell a lot of carry out cider there.
Okay. Same thing happened with whatever. There was another cider company around here that had the same problem.
Westfield?
It is in Westfield.
Yeah.
What was that? Oh, Urban Apple.
How they fix it?
They had to withdraw their permit because they had they had more,
Yeah.
they did way more sales from
Carry
carry out.
out cider than they would for liquor. Oh, I didn't know this was an either or.
Oops, yeah, yeah.
I wish there were some sort of like document.
There is, it's just difficult to navigate.
Yeah.
I mean, we can check into make sure there may be special privileges that are granted to you to allow carry out.
Yeah.
So I don't want to delay you a month. We can
Yeah.
go ahead and hear this.
Mhm.
This won't be heard by the commission until next week.
So how does Sun King right down on Main Street Carmel?
I don't know.
Because they do carry out from their space, but maybe it's because it's not a riverfront.
Yes.
It's just a typical three-way.
So this won't be heard by the commission until next Tuesday.
Okay,
We could go ahead and hear this, approve it for some reason, like it's not going to work for you.
yeah.
You can just withdraw it and pull it off the commission agenda. I mean, the other option is trying to track down a standard three-way license, and that's going to
We
be
don't have the
probably,
money for that. That's why it's the riverfront.
okay.
Okay.
I'm assuming you don't want to continue for a month. You would just go ahead and
Continue.
while we
Oh,
investigate this.
gotcha.
I have no problem approving it. We could approve it.
Mhm.
I'll make some phone calls and see if there's any way to get this
Yeah,
through, but worst case, just have to withdraw.
okay,
Before it's approved by the commission, and get most of your money back.
okay.
Does that give you enough time to make the withdrawal?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'll have to put some phone calls in this afternoon and I'll let you know.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I'm guessing that if it's either liquor or carry out, we would pick carry out. But if there's a way to do both is better.
I'm gonna have you do me a favor.
Yep.
Yourself, you remember down on the bottom. Well, I hate this has been so difficult.
It's okay. What else am I doing?
Now you've become an expert in this field.
Thing is, I thought I was. Turns out I'm not.
Listen, I did it for a living. and I
Yeah.
definitely not.
I mean, people don't know what to do with farm winery. I feel like it's a more rare and like strange permit. Anyway,
Okay, so
Okay.
I don't really have any concerns. Board members, you guys have anything?
No.
I'll
No,
make a motion, we approve it, and we'll just kind of go from there.
make a
Okay.
motion to approve Ash and Elm Cider Company RR 2943980.
I'll second.
Okay, moved and seconded for approval. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion will carry. Okay,
okay.
I'll let you know, give me a few days.
All right, thanks.
Okay, do we have anyone here for the Carmel Ice Stadium? Lisa, who put up the orange sign?
Well,
It's barely visible from the roadway and it's behind a row of bushes. Like people couldn't walk through the bushes to get up to it.
Say that again? What,
Need to be visible from the nearest major
I'm sorry,
road.
wait, start over again?
The orange sign, public notification sign. Notifies the-
Where it's visible.
You can see it from the road, but I mean, it's a dot and I'd have to be looking for it. Public's not going to see it. The way it's posted is almost just for customers. And even if I walk up as a customer, it's behind 7 or 8 feet of bushes that's elevated. Like you can't go through those bushes. It's a landscaping barrier.
Okay. We can, that's,
It really should be out closer to the road.
Okay,
So I think we have to continue that one.
because I had sent it.
Well, let me see the photo. Yeah, it's hard to tell from there. I can't even remember how far that is from the road. I mean, if you took a photo from the roadway, I would have told you that it needs to be moved out. But that's
how would you post it closer to the road?
on like a yard sign. And I don't know that anybody cares, but still needs to be done. And even, I mean, even if the front of the business is closer to the road, it's still, you have to wade through 5 foot tall bushes to get to it. So push it back a month. It's currently operating, right? This is just a transfer.
Transfer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
transfer.
Operating under a manager's questionnaire.
No, we're not serving at all
Okay.
currently.
Unless you can get an MQ for it.
Okay, yeah, no, I think that the
Commerce side is,
Opposed to that?
yeah.
We'll have you back next month. Move it out to a yard sign, change the date, please.
Okay.
And then we have a new permit for Black Iris. This is Thomas Catering, permit number CH 29300324.
Where is that? I haven't seen it.
What's that?
You're on the Carmel?
No, it wasn't. It's not on this week's agenda. It was a carryover from last month. Somehow I forgot to enter it. This is a new permit or transfer. Okay.
Nick Poros with Bradford Riley, with Kelly Early and Courtney Marston. Kelly's the owner or one of the owners for Thomas Caterers. Courtney is her operations manager. So this is a new permit application, a catering hall type for the Black Iris estate. The Thomas Caterers has long held a freeway license down in Marion County that they used as kind of their base of operations, and then they catered out from that license to off-premise, including this location. So they've been operating there for a long period of time. 10 years with no issues. They're just simplifying operations, using this as their main home base for all operations. So getting a license for the actual location. And
So say that again, you have been catering here?
they've been catering to the location.
I just had a permit. Really?
Yeah, that's so but they have operated there so frequently off of their caterer's permit.
So off-premise permit.
Yeah, their freeway permit was down in Marion County.
So that could not come up here anyway. So are they gonna close the Marion County one or keep it open for Marion County events?
Correct. So they're looking at potentially selling off parts of the business there, but operations will predominantly take place from the Hamilton County location.
Okay. I will need to come by and do a walkthrough inspection at some point. Are you guys there routinely?
Not yet.
Right.
Give me a name and cell phone number on the bottom and I will reach out to you and we'll arrange it somehow.
Timing, I'm gonna be gone for 12 days.
Whatever.
It'll be me. Yeah, I think that's okay.
So you want to give us name and?
Yeah.
Your name and cell phone number, I'll reach out to you and we'll get this arranged.
Down.
So open only for catered events? How many will you have a year?
Quite a bit. We've been doing 2 or 3 a weekend over the summer times.
Or can you do multiple events on a single day? Is it spaced out? It's just one. It's a fast turnover then.
Yes.
I've seen that with catering also. You got what you're doing. It's all about efficiency. So
Okay, for
what
sure.
are our alcohol service policies?
Oh, our alcohol service policy. So, we do have a bar set up, when we're there, and it could be beer, wine, or liquor. They're carding everybody that comes in, no matter the age, so 21 and up. My bartenders are all liquor license approved, they have everything, so it runs pretty smoothly.
I've been through all the training programs. And
Yes.
I know we do compliance checks, but catering halls are really tough to do.
Yeah.
We're not trying to barge in the middle of an event and check people's ID.
It could be a wedding crasher.
I did that one time about 15 years ago and it was not fun.
Yeah.
I ruined somebody's wedding. It was wrong.
And we were just talking, knock on wood, I mean, our company's 40 years old and I've been operating for 26 and we have not had an issue yet.
So when you were based out of Indianapolis, coming up to this location, you were taking your alcohol back and forth with you, or?
Using the off-premise permit.
We see a lot of places, they'll just leave their alcohol at their place.
No, we don't.
Now
That's-
they'll be able to do it. Yeah. So
That's the reason, we're getting lazy.
yeah, simplifying a lot of the operations.
That's all we want to do is stop dragging this stuff back and forth every day.
If my life could be made easier, that'd be great.
No worries. Okay, board members, questions, concerns?
Make a motion to approve the new permit for Black Iris, Thomas Catering.
I'll second that.
Moving to second for approval, all in favor, say aye.
I,
Opposed? Okay, motion will carry. Thank you much.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
Okay, we jump over to board 2 for Noblesville. And these are all renewals, no violations. We have the CVS Pharmacy on East Connor Street, Noblesville. CJ. CVS Pharmacy Lakeview Drive, CVS Pharmacy Sunnydale Lane, CVS Pharmacy Promenade Shops Boulevard, CVS Pharmacy on Tegler Drive, CVS Pharmacy on Mundy Drive, Wyndham Noblesville on Tegler Drive, Michelangelo's Westfield Road, and Kyoto Ramen Tegler Drive. No need for those businesses. Board members, questions, concerns, or motions?
I have no questions or concerns. I move to approve the business as cited.
I second that motion.
Moved and seconded for approval. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Okay, motion will carry. Okay, next we have Board 3 for Fishers. We have renewals, no violations. We have the CVS Pharmacy, East 96th Street, CVS Pharmacy, Publishers Drive, CVS Pharmacy, Oleo Road, Circle K, East 116th Street, CVS Pharmacy, East 116th Street, CVS Pharmacy, Allisonville Road, Tiger Lily 2 Restaurant, Fisher's Crossing Drive, and Get and Go LLC location pending. They've been in escrow since October of 23, so no issues with that one. Board members, questions, concerns, or motions?
I have no concerns. I motion to approve. So stated.
We're gonna do the 1 year I'll get going.
They don't need to. No, they've only been in escrow for 2 years. They get a total of 5, so they're not gonna run out of time.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, moved and seconded for approval. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Okay, motion will carry. Okay, next we have the remanded permit for Indie Liquors, 11640 Brookskill Road, Suite 500 Fishers, permit number DL 2934270.
Morning.
Okay, introductions.
Clark Kirkman with Clark Kirkman Law on behalf of Indie Liquors LLC. Me as the sole member. Introduce yourself. So this permit, we were, they were they bought this, store. I say they because there were initially 2 members. Bought the store last year, October 2025 is one of the 21st amendments that got split off. So this is at 116th Street in Fishers. Applied for it, transfer went through. They were up for renewal in March of this year. And that there was discussion about the other former member, Samarjit Singh's involvement in a tobacco location in Plainfield, along with Vininder and Samarjit's son, Hans Multani. Vininder and Samarjit have been divorced since 2014. Okay, so they've had different houses, had different bank accounts, but they did, throw in on this business initially. That renewal was denied based on the tobacco violations at this Plainfield location. We, in going over options, we decided best thing to do would be to listen to the will of the local board and have Vininder, who was the main manager at this location, as far as the ownership goes, buy Samarjit out and, basically get him out of the business. So that's what we did. And I have these materials. So the first 5 tabs in the motion itself were what we filed on the renewal, the appeal of the denial at the commission, asking that this be remanded back to the local board. In it, as you can see, this is the purchase agreement that was executed between Vininder and Samarjit to purchase his membership units. Exhibit 2 is the consent to transfer the membership units from Samarjit to Vininder to make her the 100% member. Exhibit 3, and this is when the commission voted to remand, they thought that Vice Chair Payne noted that he thought this was a nice touch. In order to really, bring into focus what we've done here. I met with, Bininder, Samarjeet was there. We had Fisher's PD come out to the location and we actually criminally trespassed Mr. Singh from the location. So if he's ever found to be at this location, he would actually be subject to arrest for criminal
How would
trespass.
he found, how would he be found? Wouldn't his family have to call and report that he was there? Fisher's PD is not just gonna randomly walk in there and find some guy who's not doing anything and question whether or not he has a legal reason to be there, right?
I mean, they do visit the business from time to time. I mean, there's,
Yeah, but they're not coming in randomly walking around checking to see who has restraining orders or is criminally trespassed. There'd have to be a reason.
He'd have to be involved in a incident, in which there's a police report.
well, I
Just a
mean,
random guy walking around the store unless the family called and turned him in. That's,
or if, I mean, if excise were to go, they know that this exists.
we could have picked this guy out of the lineup. I don't know who he is. Just by name, the odds of running into him.
You're
and then-
giving District 3 short shrift here. I
And
mean,
then-
if they know that he's been criminally trespassed from this location.
They're not busy there. They're not gonna randomly walk in there and go, hey, I know that guy. These
Well-
guys are so busy. There would have to be a reason. I don't know that we're going to enforce criminal trespassing.
I've known the excise police to be, I mean, they're focused on investigations. And it's,
They're still,
it'd be
this isn't
pretty,
on the radar. Not really.
nevertheless, if he were found to be at the location, he would be subject to arrest. Exhibit 4, this is the disclosure that we filed to update the ownership of the entity to make Ms. Oberoi the sole member. And Exhibit 5, this is an affidavit that we supplemented with the motion to remand for Mr. Singh that he executed in front of a notary stating that he lives on Arthur Jacob Lane, which is different from where Ms. Oberoi lives. He previously owned 50% of Indy Liquors. On June 18th, they executed the purchase agreement. They divorced in 2014. They have 2 children together, the youngest of which I believe committed high school. They maintain separate bank accounts, they have separate investment accounts. His membership and management responsibilities ended. He has no role whatsoever with running the business operation of Indy Liquors. He has no membership interest in Indy Liquors. And, you know, just for clarity, I have no connection whatsoever to anything having to do with Indy Liquors. I do not stand to benefit in any way from the business operation of Indy Liquors, and I understand that in order to underscore, I have no responsibilities. And under Oberoi, contact Fisher's Police to have me trespass from the premises. And he was subject to criminal prosecution. And then the next 3 tabs, these were not a part, these are supplemented to the material that I previously filed to the commission, demonstrating that Ms. Oberoi is the sole owner and the manager, there's a man by the name of Mr. Satnam Singh, who is the manager on file at the premises. The business entity information with Secretary of State reflects that Ms. Oberoi is the sole member of the business. And then the last tab is a record of wire transfer made in July, I believe, July 9th. So, we agreed she would pay Mr. Singh a total of $350,000 for his membership units. She paid $300,000 of that up front in July here, and then she's taking another $20,000 this month, another $20,000 the following month, and the final $10,000 in 3 months' time. So she has bought him out. She had no connection whatsoever to the tobacco business that was the subject of the previous discussion. To be clear, there has not been one notice of violation ever issued at this location during their ownership. I have no idea about for Xenomed's previous ownership, but since they bought it, they have not gotten any violations.
And that was noted during the initial denial and renewal hearing. And that was not even the reason for the denial. It's the owner's inability to maintain a high and fine reputation related to their operations in Plainfield. So just to be clear, guys, we're not here for a transfer of ownership. We denied the permit in March. The process goes, you deny it, the commission, well, here the commission upheld our decision. They said we were not arbitrary and capricious or otherwise lacking discretion. The next step in that is an appeal process. So what we've done here is you've requested that it be remanded back. So you can essentially present a change of ownership without filing for an actual transfer of ownership. We did it through a disclosure. Is that it? So we have not won an appeal. So we're just trying to correct it before we get to a lengthy and expensive appeal process.
That is fair to say, although, I mean, to be clear, it's not been a cheap undertaking for me to draft all these agreements.
No, I'm sure.
And then as far as the transfer of ownership goes, she was obviously a 50% owner, that is normally handled through a filing of a disclosure of interested parties. Also, the permit status being in a denied status, we couldn't just file a transfer of ownership application at that stage. So this would be the way to handle that.
Treating it essentially the same way that by moving parties around. Correct me if I'm wrong before, but the parties that were involved in this before had paperwork filed for different permits or certificates, all showing the same address in Fishers. I think that was one of the key points in the violations, that they were all connected, all family, all.
Well, so they used, again, I mean, the son, they used Ms. Oberoy's address as the address on file, but Mr. Singh lives at a different address. They've been divorced since 2014.
Yeah. Once I found out that he has violations, he was out. I mean, he's a grown man, what can I do? I have nothing to do with that.
She had nothing to
Yeah.
do with the Plainfield.
Absolutely saying I wasn't aware of the violations. Once I knew, they're out.
Sure.
At the end of the day, money's money. He's
So they played a significant key role in the operation, right?
I'm sorry.
Were you hands-on in the operation, or were they running everything?
No, running.
And at the transfer stage, back in October, Ms. Oberoy informed me this morning that it was her that appeared before you, not Mr. Singh.
Yeah, bad flu that day.
And you had a bad flu at the renewal.
At the renewal, so I could not even walk, and I was paying up, so that's why I didn't show.
But back in October, she was the person that appeared before you to request the transfer of.
Pretty sure the other two guys were here. I'm pretty sure I reviewed that video because he did testify that he was a operating member of that hearing.
October.
He was just at the cash register, the main decisions he was not making.
And that's not how he represented himself.
Yeah, but.
It's the beauty of public hearings.
He made a partnership, but once I knew that he had violations, he's out. I have nothing to do with that,
So what we saw down in Plainfield, one of the concerning things was when a business got enough violations, they would just switch tobacco certificates, switch around the owners. But it wasn't like the business had closed and that the lease had to be terminated and that there had to be a new lease. Arguably the same couple people operating, just switching their names on tobacco certificates, switching corporations.
That was one.
So
Yeah.
I understand you were not part of that. And that's how we kind of got to the denial with this.
Yeah.
I don't know that I completely trust any of the paperwork, but I mean, who's to argue with your affidavits?
And again,
see, at the end of the day, he's 24 years old, I try to help him out, but he's.
You're talking about your son.
Yeah, he's out. I mean, how much, he's not on the.
So where's he
Like
working now?
that, he's not even at the store. They're not even having both of them, Symmetry.
So where is he working now?
where's Mr.
He's
He just graduated college.
Symmetry lives with his sister, in Fishers, and Hans is sharing the room with his friend.
What assurances do we have that the behavior that was going down in Plainfield will not be the same behavior that's
It's
coming?
not because I am 100% charged, and I know that I won't. I'm also a part-time insurance producer, and I know my ethics and everything that I have to handle all this.
But your son was part of the situation down in Plainfield.
That's why he's out.
Husband was involved in those too.
No, her son is not Satnam Singh. That is a
He's not.
not
He's
a relevant.
I don't
yeah.
have any relation with him.
Who were the two players in Plainfield thought it was your husband and son.
Correct. Hans Multani is the son and Samarjit Singh is the ex-husband.
Okay.
And they're both,
They're swapping paperwork around and I think they had a total of about 14 violations.
I mean,
I grew up
swapping
with 15
paperwork
at the time.
around is, I mean, we bought him out of the business.
Well, I'm talking about like during the time when they were operating the tobacco store and
Sure.
had violations. Again, they were just switching certificates around, changing names. So I'm gonna go back to the whole thing. I mean, there's a process. The local board hears it. The commission approves or overturns our decision, and then it goes to an appeal hearing where you get to argue this stuff with attorneys. I don't think any of us are attorneys. This is above the local board level, as far as I'm concerned, but it almost feels like we're circumventing the process by having it remanded and switching owners around.
Respectfully, I would say that this is how the commission prefers it to happen. They want the local board to review these types of matters. I had another matter where I was on an appeal and we were proposing to change the business model. And we told the hearing judge at the appeal hearing that what our plans were, and his decision, rather than to approve or deny that renewal, was to remand it to the local board. And he actually used the phrase circumventing the local board process. So what we're doing here is we fixed, you guys back in March had concerns with Samarjit Singh's involvement in the business. So what we've done is we've fixed those concerns. And we're coming back to you with Ms. Oberoi as the sole member to run this business. Mr. Samarjit Singh is out, asking for the local board's approval on it. I would also just note, just as a factual matter, when the transfer was approved in October of last year, these deals, they're contingent on the transfer being approved, right? So they didn't pay money to 21st Amendment until that transfer was approved. At that stage, all of these tobacco violations, I mean, they were within the purview, within the database of the commission. They're not asked on the application. There's no allegation that we falsified the application here. Tobacco violations are not asked on a package store application. Okay. So they went through the process, obtained the transfer, then paid the money. They've had no violations at this business. And then 6 months later, the renewal's denied. So I would respectfully ask that you consider what we've done. We've bought Mr. Singh out. They've had no violations. Please let us continue to operate this business in a responsible manner.
That's what I'm trying to fix. That's why they're out. Because of their actions, they're out.
Okay. Yep. Questions as the Fishers representative?
No questions, but I still have concerns. Now, I'm always concerned about that past behavior is indicative of future behavior. That's where my concern lies.
Yeah, he's been trespassed. He's my ex-husband. He has nothing to do with it now. And at the end of the day, I mean, he's not gonna show up just to get arrested, like in the store. And I don't even know where he is. So he has nothing to do to make decisions on my store. And same thing goes with Hans. So he's on the wrong path. That's why he's out. I mean, how much? A 24-year-old, if he's not doing anything, that's why he's out. He's not at my store. They both are not allowed at my store.
You have other stores or other businesses where they could be popping up?
This is our only alcoholic beverage permit, and her first alcoholic beverage permit. So, and she's never had a tobacco certificate. She has no record with the ATC of any violations whatsoever.
Based on this, I would recommend, make a motion that we approve for 1 year, like probation.
I'll second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded for 1 year approval. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? I'm opposed. I think I don't buy, my position from the initial meeting in March hasn't changed. So I would still vote to deny it, but with a 3-1 vote, the commission will uphold the 1 year approval, I'm sure. So, all right.
All right, thank you.
All right, I would keep them out of there, even though there's statistically no chance that they're gonna get arrested in there for trespassing, so. All right,
Thank
have
you.
a good day.
Thank you, did a good job, Clark.
Thank you.
Making argument.
You guys want to keep those? I
I
can.
need to take mine back.
I'm gonna keep mine, and it's gonna be put in as permitted
Absolutely,
exhibit
yeah.
number 1.
Thank you.
Okay, board members, we have nothing else, so I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
I second that motion.
Moved and seconded for adjournment. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye.